the all-American half pound of 2 pure beef patties, lettuce, tomato.
Singles going steady.
This is Singles Going Steady, the podcast dedicated to exploring great singles with a particular eye to the punk, new wave, and DIY eras of the last century. I'm Adrienne Meddock.
And I'm Steve McGowan. We're in a band, the Beef People, from North and South Carolina. We released a single in 1986 on our own label, Zub Records. We are record collectors and passionate especially about the expression of pop music perfection that is the single. Exploring the mystery of what makes for a great single is what propelled us to begin this podcast. And what's our single today, Adrienne?
Our single today is not really a single at all. It is the lead track, the title track from an EP. And it's funny. This has been one of my favorite songs, if not my favorite song forever. It's New Toy, Lene Lovich. And this is what,
010
of Singles Going Steady. So this is a 12-inch EP with, 6 tracks?
It's got 6 songs on it, but we're only going to discuss New Toy by Lene Lovich. It's just an amazing, fun, great song.
It is, and it's so good. I feel like the more I don't want the mystery to ever be gone. So like the more I learn, and, I'm trying to keep it in its sort of cryogenic spot in my mind. Just the pure enjoyment.
What we do know about this EP, it was released in 1981. It's on the Stiff record label. It was released in America, Stiff Records America. And the song is written by Thomas Dolby.
And Thomas Dolby, of course, came into his own later in the decade and still going strong, still a great songwriter. Definitely.
And I had read somewhere that he wrote this song about his new Fairlight synthesizer. It was a new toy.
That was his new toy.
And it's just a great song. It's not a guitar song. It's a keyboard song. It's very funky. And it's got all the cool Lene Lovich things in it.
Her vocalizations,
yes.
And her sort of near contralto, lower end of her range, and the pops and squeaks of the high range. But it's naturalistic effectiveness, if that makes sense. There's a new
one,
because it's not cloying and it's not annoying, it's not studied, but it's
great.
Yeah.
So, should we listen to a little bit?
Let's do.
Let's listen to New Toy, Lene Lovich from the EP in 1981.
I don't want your affection. I got to have the car.
Okay, new toy. And it is good to hear Lene Lovich. Singles going steady so far. It's been pretty much a sausage party, and it's good to get the ladies on the podcast. They made such great music. Lene is just very iconic. I mean, she's got her own thing going on. I think she was... some people
criminally underappreciated,
and I think some people have stolen some of her stuff.
Oh,
too.
absolutely.
Yes. The song is just amazing. It's got, I was going to say a white boy funk, but it's really a funk.
Yeah.
Dolby really gets it down.
Bosnian via Britain funk.
Exactly. And I love I love her voice. I love the way she sings. I love the operatic backing vocals that are kind of a highlight of any good Lene Lovich song.
Yeah, and I'm thinking Dolby brought some of that to it. And if you look at the video, you can see like a very young, nascent Thomas Dolby grinding it out on the synth.
In the background there.
Yeah, so certainly it has his sensibility. I think both of their sensibilities blending there, but his strong melodic poppy songwriting. And with a heavy dose of funk.
Yes, and catchy. The lyrics are just hilarious. I mean, I need a new freezer to put some fun back in my eating, and I don't want your love, I don't want your affection, I just want your new toy.
Exactly.
It's just great. We'll hear more about Dolby, especially his record "Aliens Ate My Buick," which I think is a criminally underrated record, and it's kind of in this vein.
Yeah. We saw him on that tour, and it was just spectacular. So,
but let's keep it with Lene.
We'll not go there.
Yeah, we're getting away from Lene Lovich, who we have not had the pleasure of seeing live. Didn't play over here very much. But
she's welcome anytime.
We have all the records.
I got a futon for her.
This one would have been right before Flex came out, her second record, which is an excellent record.
Yeah, and we were wondering why she didn't catch fire.
Yes,
and ahead of her time.
Yes,
imposing looking, I guess, maybe at a time where. Today, I don't think people would bat an eye.
Not at all. I mean, she,
because it's more.
She had a very cool look with the hair and the
striking
kind of
makeup.
Yes, and just the way she sang was just so interesting.
Yes. Wide range, quasi operatic. He was saying the operatic.
The
backing vocals,
yeah.
But certainly, I mean, with her. Multi-octave spread.
And she could do all those little like B-52 Yoko Ono tricks as well. So we don't have a good story about Lene. We never saw her, but we have listened to the records.
I have a story.
Okay.
I have a story which is something that you showed me that you have no memory of, which was when the EP came out, the Enemy had, there was an ad in Enemy.
Right. New Musical Express in Britain.
And 2 pages, and it was, page 1 said, new toy, and the second page said, OAO.
And was that all? That was all.
Yeah, and maybe some small print.
You're right.
At the bottom about what that meant, but it was they were trying to give it the splash. They gave it the old college try or the old stiff try in England, but it just didn't catch hold here the way it should have.
No, there was a video that we recently watched.
Yeah,
and very cheaply done.
Yeah, they're clearly bed sheets.
Yes,
in effect.
Bed sheets and a light, basically, and some envelopes. But it is a shame that Lene Lovich was not a bigger star or chart artist.
Well, just that more people. I mean, because it's just unadulterated joy, and that should
great
be spread.
Music.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And hopefully we've done a little bit of, you said it was catchy. It's kind of like CDC level contagion, and hopefully that's caught on to you.
Yes. So,
do you have a recommendation? Yeah, cover, who can
Yeah, before we get to the recommendations, let's talk about who we could hear covering this song, New Toy.
And thinking about it, somebody that has range and really could use maybe shaving off some of the super serious edges would be maybe Florence and the Machine could take this on.
Interesting.
And, sort of giving some attention to a maternal forebear who has been criminally underappreciated, getting some light to Lene, and also, lighten up Florence.
I thought that was lighten up Francis.
Well, all the F's should lighten up.
I would like to hear their contemporaries do this song, the B-52s. I could hear the Rock Lobster era B-52s maybe.
Oh, it'd be
giving
nice.
Giving it a
less
shot.
operatic
Yes.
view, but
A little bit more
multi-
shambolic maybe, stripped down. But I would like to hear that. So do we have recommendations for today?
I'm going to follow up on Lighten Up.
Okay.
Because we could probably all lighten up. I know I could.
Me too.
One of my favorite ways to do that is the Museum of Bad Art, which has a very detailed website with shots from their collection divided by theme. So there's some works that show up on multiple themes, but be sure to read the descriptions. But also, don't have a full bladder.
Yes.
And be prepared to laugh. Hopefully you won't be in a truss or have any trouble with a good hearty belly laugh, any physical limitations, because you will get them.
Be prepared to have your mind blown.
Yes.
You will not believe this air quotes, art.
Museum of Bad Art.
I would like to recommend the EP, the Lene Lovich New Toy EP, which criminally has never been released on CD. I don't know if you can download it on the Spotify or whatever, but
I think Zub Records just got
I think we're going to look into a reissue
passion
here.
project.
Yes. As far as I know, it was only released on the 12-inch vinyl and cassette. So if you still don't have a cassette player,
What's
see
wrong
if you can,
with you?
See if you can dig out the vinyl or get someone to play it for you. You can find it on what tube. And listen to it. New Toy is just a wonderful song. Dolby, Lene Lovich, just among our favorites. And
OAO.
I think that's it. OAO. That's all she wrote. And singles going steady. EP going steady today. 010, Lene Lovich, New Toy.
See you next time.
Bye now.
To learn more about the artists and recordings we just talked about, visit our website at zubrecords.com and click on the Singles Going Steady icon.
You'll also find links to the persons, places, and things we recommend, and much more.
You can find episodes of Singles Going Steady on our website or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
Singles Going Steady is brought to you by the power and majesty of Zub Records.
Zub Records. Smart sounds for sharp people.